Let's find out how our government is letting all these migrants in. We're going into specific details here.
You know what? I got to come forward. Like, what did you see on the border that made you say? I mean, I know you said it was a bunch of different things, but what would you
Just
say maybe the top two or
accumulation of
three?
time. Well, the first thing that happened was when I, all right. So to go real deep into it, it didn't start in Tucson sector. There was other sectors that were getting smashed. So we were still turning people back. But other sectors were getting busy, overran, and they were the ones giving out the files to let people in. So you're seeing this at other sectors.
Okay.
Do you see what so you're hearing through the grapevine that, hey, we're just letting people in. Down in Eagle Pass.
Oh, really?
You're hearing, yeah, you're like, dude,
Yeah.
this is weird. Why are they letting all these people in?
Wait, letting people in?
Well, I think Myron will probably be better to explain it. We're giving them court dates for years in the future that they never show up to, and then ERO doesn't go and remove them afterwards.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? They give them court dates for the future, which makes no sense because, I mean, they're not going to show up to the court date. But then after they don't show up, they don't even follow through to remove them. Listen to that shit.
Okay, let me explain this real fast for the people. So, when you come into the United States, guys, illegally, right, and you run into Border Patrol, what ends up happening is you get apprehended, and then you get taken to a Border Patrol station where you're processed. And then they create something called an alien file on you, which is when he was mentioning file, that's what he means. You get an alien number, it's a 9-digit number, A-O, whatever the hell it is, and then it's a 9-digit number, and that is going to be your alien registration number, right? And it used to be, right, this is where my mind got blown actually speaking to him, most of the time there was a policy, and this was under Trump, alien comes in, you're getting something called an expedited removal, an ER, okay? That means you are getting sent back within 2 weeks to Mexico, wherever the fuck you came from, right? Now, they're doing something called, which is fucking crazy to me that they're doing this now, something called a Notice to Appear Release on Recognizance, NTAOR, right? This is something that you never do, giving someone an NTAOR.
Repeat that so they can hear that, because this is big. Like,
Yeah.
they never, I wasn't in it this time, but they would never do this.
So, one more time. So, when illegal aliens come in, they get apprehended. Under the Trump administration, they'll get something called an
Where he said? You heard what Myron said? Under the Trump's administration, they get apprehended and they get expedited out of the country. So they take them out of the country like they should.
kicked out immediately within 2 weeks. They had to do it within 2 weeks.
And where they go in to just give themselves up, they were trying to cross too.
Yeah.
They were trying to cross and they were kicking them.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they would kick them, right?
right.
Now, they're not giving them expedited removals. They're giving them notice to appears released on own recognizance, which means they get apprehended by Border
You're
Patrol.
technically encountered.
Yes.
You've been encountered by the Border Patrol.
You get an alien number, and then they basically have you sign some documents and let you go.
We just take your word that you're going to be at XYZ street in this city. You're just going to be there.
Wait. You're telling me
You don't know that.
Exactly. You tell me who, under the right mind, is coming into the United States. Let's say any migrant comes in, they let them in. They give them a future date for court. They know when they appear for court, they're going to deport them out of the country. Are they gonna show up? Like, do you really think they're gonna fucking show up? Really? Biden? Harris? Is that like your train of thought? Like they're gonna show up to get deported out of the fucking country? And then you guys don't even follow through? Because you took all the biometrics. You took a picture, you swabbed them, you did fingerprints, and you don't even follow through to get them out of the country. Are you supposed to? Man, if this administration is not mentally challenged, I don't know what they are.
People don't know this
no, the
stuff.
American public
I'm
doesn't
from the
know.
islands, bro.
Nah,
Pick a
he's fucking
coconuts
with you,
and
bro.
shit.
No, it's fine.
I know,
No, but I'm serious. I thought everyone knew
So you're
this.
telling me
Yeah.
I can come by the border, get caught, get released, and then go by my
Well, not
way?
only that, they showed up with neck pillows.
He said they show up with neck pillows. Like they just came out of a flight. Like I just landed here. Come on, let's get this process over. And I got somewhere to be. Like, seriously? That's how comfortable they have gotten these people? Shit.
I can go to my spot because they know. They're showing up with neck pillows like we're Uber.
Who mandated this to happen? Who
I'm not here to say about political
I could talk
parties
about
and
that.
stuff,
I could talk about that. So, and I don't want to really stress this to the American public. And NTAOR guys, notice to appear, released on own recognizance. When I was an agent, I vividly remember going to Border Patrol stations. A guy would come in and he'd have information, right? One of the illegal aliens, he might come in and he has information on a drug cartel or some shit. I'm like, I want to turn this guy into an informant. I would ask the Border Patrol, can you give him an NTAOR because this guy's good to go. I verified his family. I know where he's gonna be, etc. Can you guys NTAOR him for me? He's gonna work for me. They will literally look me in the eye and say, no, we don't do NTAORs. And I was like, okay. So I would have to take the guy. I give him an NTAOR on my own because as HSI we have immigration authority. So I'd have to do it myself. It's a pain in the ass. It's a lot of paperwork, but I'll do it myself. But now, which is crazy to me that he's telling me this, they're giving everyone NTAORs. You don't give NTAORs to aliens because they give you a bullshit address. They might not be there.
Exactly. Why would you even do this bullshit? Like, come on. This is not even mentally challenged. They're just doing it on purpose. They're just doing it on purpose. They know the only way for them to win this election is if they allow migrants to vote, which, shit, it better not happen. It better not happen. They just open the door, just come and fuck the economy up. Like, just come in. We're going to pay for your food. We're going to pay for your rent. And just have a blast. Are you serious? Are you serious?
And
they're not going to show up with the judge.
And they're with kids, and we don't. And this is another thing. They're with children. This is the trafficking piece. And I don't want to cut you off. So
no, I'm done.
No, I get excited.
I just really had to drive home to them how this is not normal at all.
Oh yeah, and I'm not on a talk shut you off and look stupid, whatever.
Go for it. Go for it.
They're with kids, right? So you show up with kids. We're not taking the biographical data of the children under 14. No picture, no fingerprint, bro. No one knows that. Everyone else gets a mouth swab, a picture, an iris scan. We're taking severe data. Like, we're finding out. Like, we get the data on you. We're still letting you go. Children, we're not fingerprinting. They might not have documents, or they might have fake documents.
Holy shit.
So you could be from whatever country, go to the border with a little girl that's not your daughter, and you guys get sent to the same address.
No way.
And we don't have nothing on that girl. There's no bio data. You can't even take a picture.
Holy shit.
Under 14.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's why this needed to be spoken about. People think it's like, no, something has to be done. Once again, no biographical data under kids under 14. That's an NTAOR, right? Now, at being Border Patrol, it's strictly a patrol agent. I'm not doing investigations. We have an intel, but it's not investigation. HSI is like serious investigations, bro. Like HSI, you're really looking into a lot of things. Yeah. So when he has a guy that he wants to NTAOR, over 4 years ago in the past, that's a guy that probably has a tie to a very serious
You're not
criminal
giving NTAORs out. Like, it's got to be some really fucking good. Because you're putting your neck on the line to say, we're letting this guy in to the United States.
Because he's connected to X, Y, and Z. He knows he might be whoever connected. That could really crack a huge case, and we were still saying no.
Right. Yeah. They were telling me no every time. I had to do it myself. But now they're giving it to everybody. I'm fucking shocked. When he told me that, I was like,
and I don't want to say currently they're giving it to, but like, because they're getting ERs, expedited removal with credible fear, which is someone getting this guy is basically like, we want to remove you, but we're going to hear you out if you have credible fear. And we don't.
For those of you who don't know, it's like when somebody comes asking for asylum, like, I can't return to my country because I might die. My life is on the line. They have threatened me and my family, things like that. They're asking for asylum. They have credible fear. So your life, like, if you go back, you might lose your life. Okay, so we'll take you in. That would be credible fear. But I'm pretty sure 99% of the migrants that come in have no credible fear, even if they use that excuse.
Asylum officer hears about the credible fear, they might say it's a credible claim.
Okay, so this is another process way. Okay, so we went over, just so the audience understands, there's three main ways that they're processing. So they got caught by Border Patrol. There's three main avenues they got processed, guys. Expedited removal, which they're not really doing anymore. NTAORs, which they're doing a lot, and then this third one you mentioned, which is expedited removal with a credible fear. Can you explain that to the audience what that is?
Expedited removal with a credible fear?
Yeah.
So when he was talking about ERs in the past, that's just like we're basically just getting rid of you. It's going on your record. We're not holding you in prison for what you did because crossing the border is a crime.
Yeah.
illegal entry. When we're holding you and we're going to expedite. So when you give somebody an ER, they're leaving, right? Like we're just kicking you. You're not getting held in jail. ER gone. But there's a thing called an ER with cred fear, which we're not allowed to decide cred fear or not. So we're holding you in a prison. We're holding you in a jail. It might be like we might outsource that to like a state prison.
Yeah.
So we're holding you. We catch you. We're holding you. But now you get a chance with a lawyer that you get for free if you want, or yourself go talk to an asylum officer. And
People that come into the country illegally and have never paid taxes, they also get a free lawyer to help them with the process to claim credible fear. A free lawyer to them that we pay with our taxes. How do you like that?
fear. If they say you have credible fear, you're still allowed to stay.
What is credible fear?
That's
Good
the
question.
thing.
Really good question. So credible fear, it's a very I'm glad you asked that.
It's big,
It's an
right?
ambiguous term. Basically, it could be, I can't go back, they're going to kill me, or I have political things. So it's like almost claiming asylum.
Okay.
It's like I have credible fear, and then if it's true, then you get asylum. That's why you go see an
So
asylum
I could be a
officer.
killer, be a good actor, and say, "Oh, they're gonna do this to me when I go back."
Yeah.
But you know what?
You could.
You got my back, right, Doc?
Yeah.
And then I stay.
You could,
Yeah.
theoretically.
Yeah.
And that's crazy with the kids. So you're telling me they're not collecting any biometrics on the children?
When you say under 14, which is the ones that you need to be collecting the
Yeah.
data on. So
Yeah.
if I change nothing else, we got to start taking bio data of children.
Because imagine a young guy, a kid as a guy, right?
Yeah.
At 14 years old or 13 years old, they probably done crimes back home.
Yeah.
Well,
Could
I've
be.
seen in the
Could be.
news, and I'm pretty sure this is the case, and I saw this. So it looks, I don't want to speak out of turn. We don't even have Venezuela's criminal stuff. We can't even see what if you committed crimes in Venezuela.
Yeah.
You could be a murderer over there. We don't,
Yeah.
and charged for it and got out of jail. We don't know. We can't look into that.
There's countries that will share their criminal history of individuals. Venezuela will not.
So you can have an idea. Maduro, or whatever the hell his name is, Venezuela's president, opened the prisons and basically told all the inmates, you're free to go as long as you go to the United States and cross the border. Now you can stay here. You can leave the prison. You're a free man as long as you leave to the United States. And these are the same people we are taking in with open arms. No process, paying for their, basically they're living rent free here.
India.
I don't know if they do or not.
You have to reach out. You can reach out, but it's not.
We need
like-
our streets clean. You know.
this guy.
I seen all those
I see the
memes.
jokes. This guy. What? Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
But yeah.
I can't take my eye off this kid's wrist. It's like shining.
So let me.
You mind if you float me that for a couple weeks? No, I'm
Got you, bro.
So they're basically just letting these guys in with an NTOR, which is wild because, guys, for an NTOR or notice to appear, release on own recognizance, that means you're going to see an immigration judge at a later time. All you need to do is give an address.
Any address works. We'll take any address. We'll just take your word for it. You give that.
Just take their word for it. Wow. That's the same administration that said they're going to fix the country. You believe in that? 'Cause I sure in hell don't believe that. F that.
Process, then they walk out.
No. They're not walking. We're paying for them to fly somewhere, brother.
Wow.
Wait, you're paying for their flight too?
I'm not paying for you. You're paying. We're all paying for it.
Taxpayers are paying.
Wow.
This is just ridiculous. We are paying for the flights too to go wherever they need to get. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand, like, how our veterans, our seniors, even our general citizens can get help to pay for food and struggling to pay rent, and we got all those veterans that are homeless. We have a homeless epidemic in California, Illinois, New York. Yet you are using our tax money to fly these illegal migrants to different states. And you know what's the kicker? What's that charge they gave Diddy for flying women across states? Shouldn't the Biden-Harris administration be charged with that same, well, not sex trafficking, but human trafficking? They flying people across state borderlines. That's that's a load of crap, man.
Free flights,
They get
bro.
flown out. They get flown out, bro.
Anywhere they want to get flown. You didn't know. I can't believe you guys didn't know this. I'm sorry. Like, this is so normal to me.
Bro, we're flying people out.
Now do you understand why I'm
Don't even
talking?
know what?
Now do you understand why I'm saying all this?
And we ain't even smashing.
Fred said we're not even smashing. Hey, I feel that. That's right. We're not even smashing. They taking our taxes, flying all these illegal migrants to wherever they need to go, putting up in shelters, and paying their groceries and their rent with our tax money. Man.
No decorum, for Christ's sake, I'm in a freaking uniform.
Yeah. Fresh, I agree. No, hold on. No, this is actually fucking crazy.
You never seen the airport videos at Tucson? They just wave. They're not even going through, like, the TSA lines all misconstrued. It's like they have their own separate line in the airport.
What the? They have their separate lines at the airport. Wow. I'm pretty sure they're not even going through TSA. They're not even going through TSA. So you over there struggling on the line, it's a long ass line to go through TSA. You gotta take off your shoes, you gotta take off your belt, you gotta put all your shit on the belt. And they just go through the separate line, chilling like they're in first class. No paperwork. Just get on your free flight and get wherever you need to go. It's on us. We got you. Yet you haven't put a dime into the economy. Motherfucker, what?
And then they're getting paid. They're getting the food stamps. They're getting everything the American taxpayer is getting. Wow. In some states, I think they can become cops.
In Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, to be specific, they are giving these migrants legally gun-carrying law enforcement jobs. These are people that are illegal. They are no citizens. They are not legal residents. They don't even have a work permit. They are illegal immigrants, migrants. And they are getting a law enforcement with a license to carry a gun. I had to pay for my fucking gun permit. They getting it for free, and they getting paid to carry a gun.
Cops in some states, or it was like, or maybe like they were trying to talk about them becoming cops. And in California, Newsom struck it down. I just saw AB 1840 up to 120 G's down on a house down payment.
Really?
He struck it, yeah.
Bro, and again, when I was in Laredo from 2014 to 2018, we were giving everybody expedited removals. That means they were coming in, Border Patrol was telling them, get the fuck out of here immediately. This was under Trump. They're getting turned away within 2 weeks because the expedited removal is the best way to process them because it's quick. It's a quick file.
It's easy peasy.
Get them out of there within 2 weeks. It doesn't cost the American taxpayers a lot.
It goes on their record. It goes, if they get a few of them, you can reinstate it. You can keep, if they do it a certain amount of times, if somebody, we can put them in jail for sex. We can penalize them. It's there. You can see it.
Yeah. So when you come in illegally the first time, it's something called 1325, 8 USC 1325, illegal entry. Then you come in again after you've been deported, like with an ER. They could charge you with 1326, which is a felony reentry, illegal reentry.
And we can maybe reinstate the ER or we can charge you with that 1326 and you can do time over it.
But the point is, the reason why the ER is so good for the American public and the country.
Without the cred fare.
Without the cred fare.
Because they add that in there and now it's, they're getting ER'd. Yeah. But
it's ambiguous.
It gets them out of there quickly. It doesn't cost the taxpayer a lot because they're not housing them for long. Typically, they're getting turned back within 24 hours.
Which is what Trump was doing. Which is the process that needs to be done. That's what needs to be done. You want to fix the economy? You close the fucking border. They come in, you turn them out in 24 hours, deport them. They are illegally coming into the country. That's a felony. Felony. Like, I don't understand. They write the fucking law, they don't follow it.
Place. Yeah. You just give them to their guy.
You're just giving them to their Mexican police, like at the border. You transition them over.
Okay.
So it works. It's the best for everybody, right? Quickly done. They're still processed. Biometrics are fully there. They're getting out. We're not expending a lot of American dollars.
Yeah.
But now you're telling me that we're letting them in and we're paying for flights?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're killing American citizens. People.
Exactly. They are committing all these crimes, murders, raping girls. They stopped a little girl. I forgot in which state. I think it was in Colorado or Ohio. One of those crazy migrants stopped a little girl at a baseball game. Are you a Honduran migrant? You stopped the girl. Thank God she's alive. She made it through. She just ran up to a baseball game and started stopping the girl. Like, what in the hell? How is the border still open with all this chaos, all these murders happening from all these migrants? Like, man.
I took a picture at the hospital. The guy had a 13 on his hand. We're paying for his hospital bill. So if you're crossing now and you fall off the fence and you break your, like, I think this guy broke his leg. I don't want to go into the hip about it, but he was in the hospital for days. They're getting surgeries on the taxpayer dime, and then we're releasing him from the hospital.
He was a gang member.
What else can we do to help them? We pay on the hospital bills. This is a gang member, MS-13 gang member, paying for his hospital bill because he fell at the border. We feeding them, paying for the rent. What else can we do? What else can we do? We're the ones paying for that. What else do you need? Let us know.
We got American citizens here that need help medically. And they're getting it for free?
No, forget that. What about the kids? Because I've been thinking about this. What about the kids that seen, they were like a little bit older than us, and they were like 18 around 9/11, and whatever you want to feel about the war. They rose their hand, and they went to war for this country, bro. They come back, they can't get nothing now. They're homeless. They don't get They don't get any medical. And what about the kids that died over there?
Exactly. We got veterans, young veterans, old veterans, senior veterans. Fought for the country. They cannot get any medical help. Can't fucking pay rent. They're homeless. And here we are, like, paying for these people to come in illegally into the country, housing them, feeding them, paying for the medical bills. Hey, woo! I'm new to this YouTube thing. I'm about to punch my own screen, bro. I'm about to punch my own screen. I don't understand. I do not understand. What about them? What about the American citizen? Why don't you help us first? And by us, I say start with the veterans, homeless veterans, seniors that can afford food and medical care. Start there. Go through your people, then help them. That's just what I think.
But whatever you feel about the war, they were 19, 18, 20, 21 years old. They went and died on a foreign land, never to see their parents again.
Yeah.
And now we're bringing people in and just giving them stuff for free.
You're right.
We should be giving those families the money, bro.
Yeah. Dude, this is
and then people
crazy.
are scared to speak out. It's like, well, if you're scared to speak out, then I understand you got a mortgage, you get a family, but it's like, at what point? This is my whole thing. What point do you? When do you speak out? When it's too late, right? Or it's easy.
And here's the thing, dude. I didn't even know this was going on. Where
And
we're
you're
giving
like-
up flights, NTORs.
That's like the most. They're getting
to fight to even like they would never out.
They're getting flown around. They're not coming with thousands of dollars paying for their own plane ticket. Well, they're okay. The government isn't giving them flights; going through the NGOs, brother.
Okay.
Non-governmental organizations. It's not a border patrol flight, but essentially, we're giving those NGOs money. Those NGOs are using. So it's not border patrol giving them flights. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's the NGOs, which is they're still getting a free flight.
But they're still getting free flights
from these NGOs. Where do they get their money? Grants from the government.
Yeah.
And where do the government get the money to pay for those grants? Where? Tax money from the taxpayers. Us.
You guys' heads are buried in the sand. You guys gotta start reading the papers.
So that's
60% of the arrests in Queens are people that we let into the country. 60% of all arrests in Queens.
Damn.
And that's why you guys got a younger audience. Like I like you guys. You know, wicked cool dudes. I want to spread this to like the youth. You know what I mean?
It's great. No, because a lot of people don't know this. I mean, obviously we see what the fuck is going on in Colorado. I guarantee a bunch of those people
in
are probably
Chicago.
NTORs.
Yeah, they were all let in. They're no respect.
So let's end it on this note, guys. I just think that for the government to be taking our tax-paying money, our tax money, that we work so hard to pay, and taking it to fund this migrant, whatever crisis they want to name it. It's not a crisis. This is a migrant handout, giveaway. Come in. Yeah, come in. We'll pay for your flight. We pay for your food. We pay for your rent. We put you out in hotels called shelters. Take 60 days. Once the 60 days are done, just we put you in a different one and we renew your shit. We pay for your medical bills. And to have our veterans, senior veterans, younger veterans, homeless, can't afford medical care, struggling to buy food and pay for groceries, seniors struggling to pay rent. I just think it's not right, man. I just think that's very wrong. Very, very wrong, bro. You want 4 more years of this stupidity? This Biden Harris administration bullshit? Nah, man, we need to kick them out. Straight up. Out. Otherwise, they're going to keep that border open for another 4 years. And what's going to happen? We're paying for all this shit. How many migrants do we have in here, in this country right now? Millions. Do the math. They get free EBT, they get EBT, food stamps, more than the average citizen. They get way more than seniors and veterans. We paying for that shelter because it's not free to run a shelter. Each city, state that's running a shelter, they're providing also food inside the shelter, outside. That's outside from the EBT they get, and then we pay for the medical bill. I'm just saying, take care of your citizens first. You lead them for last. They haven't put anything into the economy. They haven't done anything for the economy. If anything, they just made the economy worse. And that's Biden and Harris's fault. That's just my humble opinion, guys. I might be wrong again. Just drop in the comments what you think. If you think I'm wrong, think I'm right, just drop in the comments your own opinion. Shout out to the Fresh and Fit podcast. Go follow and finish watching their videos in their channel. Go watch the entire video in their channel and have a blessed and exclusive day. Peace.